Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. My name is Carlos, and I'm one of the sales managers here at vFairs. I really love the incredible energy of that intro song. It represents exactly the hype we feel about announcing our product roadmap to all of you. vFairs started as a small company with big ambitions and big dreams. Our main mission has always been to help organizations influence, inspire, and delight audiences they care about. We wanted to change how they connect, engage, and network with their customers. They became such an important part of who we are at vFirst, and it inspires us as everything we create and do. I'm so excited to get started, and I'm also delighted to be joined today by my awesome colleague, Laura. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Carlos. Thank you for this warm intro. And hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an account executive here at vFairs, and I'm also thrilled to be here and to see some familiar faces and familiar names joining us today. Today, we will walk you through our product roadmap, and we will also have a lot of great product announcements to make today. Isn't that right, Carlos?
We absolutely do. 2022 is undoubtedly going to be the year where virtual, hybrid, and in-person events refine their value propositions through the use of technology. What does this mean for all of us? Well, with these new features and product offerings, you will be able to continue creating amazing experiences for your audiences, and you'll have access to features that drive greater business value for your events.
That's exactly right. And what we do in vFairs is that we continuously collect customers' feedback throughout the year. And the features that we are showing you today have been developed based on your feedback and understanding of what organizations across industries and around the world would need to run successful events. We aim to make your life easier when organizing events. And to do this, we have developed features to help you engage your audience.
Sounds like we're in for a lot of interesting product announcements over the next hour. Make sure to stay tuned until the end of the presentation, and we'll be conducting a live Q&A session about our new product updates and giving away prizes to some lucky winners in the webcast. So let's get started. Now, for those who are joining us for the first time, I'd love to give a quick overview of who we are. We have over 6 years of experience hosting virtual and hybrid events globally. Our team is composed of 250 plus event experts. We have 10 global offices covering all regions worldwide. We've hosted more than 4,000 events in the past 2 years. Over 58,000 exhibitors have participated in vFair events. And lastly, over 50 million people have attended our events. All these amazing stats put us as the highest rated platform of choice. Now, in this first part, I would like to discuss our most recent web enhancements within the vFairs platform. Please, as a reminder, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. We will answer these as we go. And again, we will have a short Q&A session at the end. We will also be recording this webcast as well. First, let's talk about some new engagement features. I would like to start with our certificate generation system. Now you can generate certificates based on user activity and accomplishments during your events. Over the last years, several educational events have been in the need of tracking interactivity and generating automated certificates for them to download. With this new feature, you will be able to create and design virtual certificates, customize the completion criteria based on certain activities and metrics. You can automatically also award certificates to qualifying users and increase attendee engagement. Let's take a quick look on how this would look like. I have opened here a sample event in which, after watching the webinar at a certain time, in a certain way, you will be able to also click on download certificate. You'll be able to input your name within the certificate and also download it for print purposes. Our next engagement feature is the emoji inclusion in our live streams. Express more and type less. We have recently launched emoji reactions for webinar chats and Q&A. As of now, your audiences will be able to react, chat, and share their emotions with our comprehensive emoji library. Next, we have our new upgraded announcement feature. With this new upgrade, you can provide the same experience to your virtual and physical attendees with audio and video announcements, all at the same time. We have revamped our announcement section to incorporate also audio and video throughout the events. You can broadcast a voice note or give a warm welcome in a video for all event participants as you do it in person. And for those who know vFairs, you know that the announcement section is always on the right side of the platform. And this is a quick snapshot of how this would look like. Moving on, we have our newest networking engaging feature, a new disruptive way to promote communication and networking with your audience. Host your next happy hour, conference, or sales meeting in a virtual space tailored for your event with Kumu Space. You will be able to add your own logos, furniture, music, and YouTube videos. You can make it your own, basically. Take your event to the next level and create something really unique. Let's take a quick look of how Kumu Space would work. As you see, Kumu Space will allow you to have multiple rooms. You will be able to have unlimited rooms, and you could also have a cap of the number of people that will be participating in these rooms. As you enter into the Kumu Space area, you will be able to see yourself here as a circle. You will be able to navigate within the entire environment. As you see, I have my colleague Laura here online. So within this circle, we will be able to have a live interaction. You could broadcast messages as well. And you could even have or add a little bit more fun. For example, you could add music, Spotify, audiobooks, and you could even add a piano to play at some point. Sounds fun. Any thoughts on this, Laura?
Yeah, this is a great feature, Carlos. Looks amazing, and I feel like I'm there actually.
Yeah, it is. And the good thing is that you could have your sip of wine here with your cheeses that you like a lot. All right. Next, we have our newest live stream integration. As you know, vFairs is well known by offering a variety of streaming sources for your webinars. We recently developed an integration for Microsoft Teams within the platform. Your attendees will be able to join a seamless Teams webinar through vFairs without the need of exiting the virtual environment or downloading Microsoft Teams. I know that some of our customers have requested this since 2020, and now we made it possible. Now, this new feature is the newest talent management integration we have so far. We now offer a native integration with Beamery. For those who are not familiar with this, Beamery is a talent lifecycle management system. Our clients who already have a Beamery account can export the user data from vFairs into Beamery and make those users part of the different workflows within their systems. These integration settings are available on the vFairs backend, where you can map vFairs registration form fields and Beamery fields, making a seamless integration of data in just a matter of seconds. For those who have different types of talent management systems, please leave us in the chat what you use and let us know if you would like to have this within the platform as well. Our next upgrade is related to event building on the exhibit booths. As of now, you can allow your exhibitors to select from hundreds of different avatar templates to place in their booths, offering a mix of different clothing, ethnicities, and industry types as well. Moving on, and since we are talking about event building features, let's discuss our newest payment integrations. A great percentage of our paid conferences and trade shows are ticket-based. Most of them request the attendee to pay a fee to access the event. We saw a huge demand for different payment methods from regions in which PayPal or Stripe weren't accessible enough. For this, vFairs has developed new payment integrations to cover needs from the following regions. We have integrations with PayMaya for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, PayGate for the South Africa region, BlueSnap for Israel, and Mojesar for Saudi Arabia. We will continue incorporating more in the next few months. Again, please feel free to comment which payment integration do you use, and we will see how we could do about it. Up next, we have a new upgrade on our agendas called the Speaker Hub. Your speakers will now be able to submit your own content, contact info, and details to have it displayed on a unique profile hub. These profiles will be showcased on our interactive Speaker Hub page, which will drive more user engagement, connection, and networking opportunities for those who attend these speeches. Now, your on-demand sessions have taken a new look. we are now incorporating a new section called the recording library. We know that in most events, a great number of live presentations are done, and event organizers would like to have a section library where people can browse the past content based on keywords or topics. Through the recording library, organizers will be able to download recordings, post recordings on the platform, add them in different order or categories as well. So now you could say goodbye to your YouTube channel and welcome the new vFairs Media Library. Next, we have our design enhancements. You all have experienced how vFairs is well known because of our 3D immersive design. As of now, we have incorporated over 85 different new layouts to choose from. We have new exteriors, new lobbies, exhibit halls, and lounges, and more to enhance the look and feel of your next event. Let's take a quick look of some of the new designs that we currently have in place. For some of those who have access to our content library, you will be able to access this on the updated link of design.vfairs.com. But this is just a quick glance, so you could expect how it would look like for you. This is one of my favorite ones. I believe this is Madison Square, right, Laura? I believe you've been there.
Yep, it is. Looks awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Now, moving on. And now for those who are really afraid of missing important activities, we have launched a new section within our platform called the What's Happening Center. Users will now be able to view the event progress in real time by visiting this center. Your audience will never miss an ongoing session or the recap of a past webinar. All this will be highlighted at a timely manner on the Live Events Center section, showing what is happening now, about to begin, or what you have missed. Let's talk about some value adds, metrics and reportings. In this case, you know that we offer a comprehensive dashboard right now. It does provide individual metrics as of now, but we have designed or redesigned, in this case, our dashboard to give you a more comprehensive bird's eye view of what is happening in your event, along with customized dashboards that will allow you to see, build, and even compare metrics across the event. Next, our exhibit hall menu has taken also a new look. Centered around usability, the new exhibit hall has been designed to deliver an interactive and easy user experience. The new exhibit hall 2.0, that's how we call it now, 2.0, will provide an accessible view of the booths and the opportunity to drive in more value to your sponsors. You will be able to also change the filters and settings to showcase the most relevant exhibitors for you. Now, for those gamification lovers, I know I'm one of those, your engagement has become more powerful with our customized scavenger hunt tool. The new scavenger hunt has been designed around your objectives to create, drive, and measure engagement easily. These activities for the scavenger hunts will now be timed, tracked, and will also present progressively numerous clues as the event happens. Attendees will also have a checklist of the items that they have found or missed throughout the event as it progresses as well. And now, one of our most awaited features for some of you, you can now host live webinars directly from the vFairs platform. Hosting live webinars is something that 99% of the virtual events have. As of now, vFairs is offering its own studio stream, which will offer you and the speakers the opportunity to stand out with professional logos, overlays, and backgrounds, along with important call to actions while your live streams are happening. Please, if you want to see our new stream studio on how it functions, please contact your account executive or your customer success manager as well, and we will be more than glad to give you a quick demo of this. Our next value add is the enhancement accessibility of the vFairs tool. We have now integrated a new tool called UserWay, an AI-enabled tool in which your audiences will be able to select multiple languages and also adjust for a better experience. Things like, for example, text adjustments, alignment, spacing, and also a little bit of the color contrast as well. Now, it's time to discuss the new chat enhancements. Another huge enhancement for chat users. You can now set up your status and availability within the chat. You could set yourself away, busy, available, and let others know what you're up to. It's helpful to let your attendees know how quickly you can respond to your messages and when you are available as well. Similar to what WhatsApp and some of other these messenger status options offer. Next, in the last quarter, we launched the ad hoc chat room creation feature, but now you could expand your private group chat audience even more by easily adding users in an instant way. Another important chat upgrade we have made, you will be able to enable your attendees to share virtual business cards. Users will now be able to create and design custom business cards, share their business cards with others and other networking mediums, download and track the business cards shared with them. And all this networking information is going to make this action more easy for all of us. And lastly, in our chat platform, organizers will be available to broadcast announcements on the chat rooms. We used to have the sticky note option, which you all know, but now you can push your announcements to all users in a timely manner. Well, folks, I think I've covered all my important features for the vFairs platform. I will pass it up to Laura right now, who will be discussing the most recent mobile app upgrades. Over to you, Laura.
Thank you very much, Carlos. So let me just start sharing my screen. There we go. Can you please confirm you can see it okay?
Yes, everything is good.
Okay, so I will be handling the second part of our webcast, and I will be walking you through our mobile app enhancements. As you all know, we have launched our mobile app last year to make it easier for attendees to join the events on the go, directly from their phone. The app can be used for all three types of events: virtual, hybrid, and physical events. It is available in the App Store and Google Play Store, and our goal really with the mobile app is to translate all of our web functionalities into the app. Today, I will be walking you through all the app updates that we have released this year. First things first, as always, we will start with the registration. We are aware that many venues are still asking for a health declaration form or some form of COVID declaration. To make the entire experience easier and seamless for everyone, we have enabled the health declaration form within the form. So the attendees would need to fill out the form upon registering and confirm their status. Have they traveled in any countries in the last X number of days? Do they have any COVID symptoms, and so forth? This form is also customizable. So if you would like to add an additional question or two to tailor it to your venue's requirements, you would be able to do that. Our next mobile upgrade is the floor map. So once everyone has registered and filled out their declaration form, the attendees will start exploring the venue and finding their way around the venue. You can create easy to navigate floor maps, which are accessible at any time during the event, giving the overview of all the exhibitors as well as their locations to the attendees. The next update are our name badges. This is an exciting one for all of our physical events organizers. As we all know, events are super dynamic, and you as the organizer will often have to multitask and will have some last-minute tasks or changes to the schedule. The goal here is to streamline the process and make it easy for the attendees to have everything they need in one place. The attendee will simply show their name badge at the entrance, and the organizer can print it directly from the mobile app. Next, we will cover updates relating to networking and webinars. The goal of events is to connect people no matter where they are. With our chat and webinar features, attendees can engage and start conversations with one another easily, whether they're attending a physical or if they're attending virtually. As you already probably know, we support both private and group chats. And on top of that, attendees can also create their own chat rooms with topics of interest on the day of the event. When we are discussing the value-added options, apart from webinars and networking via chats, we have to touch on sponsored sessions. The mobile app also features the poster hole, where the organizer can display poster sessions, content listings, or sponsored content. The poster sessions also feature a chat option, which attendees can use to directly connect with the authors. For all of our clients who organize job fairs and career fairs, this is an exciting one. Each booth or each employer can now advertise all the open vacancies at their booth in our mobile app. The job seekers can easily see the repository of all the jobs and submit their job applications. We also have a search function where the job seeker can filter the open vacancies based on location, role, company, experience, and similar. Now, for our trade show organizers, or for all our product launch or product-centric events, you can now add an e-commerce element. We call it a shopping cart feature in our mobile app, and it has been available in the web solution for a few years now. The shopping cart feature will allow your attendees to place orders or even purchase products directly through the app. And this is a great way of seeing that ROI, return on investment, and the monetary value of all the orders that were placed during the event. Booking meetings and reserving chat slots with booth representatives is our well-known chat slot or meeting reservation feature. This will help you to make the most of your live day as it effectively manages everyone's agenda and also helps you to maximize those live meetings and business opportunities. The attendees will have the opportunity to schedule meetings ahead of time, and booth representatives can also search the attendee database to send meeting invitations to the attendees that they're interested in connecting with. For hosting international audience, we offer integrations with translation softwares such as Interprefy and Wordly, and I think we already had a question about this in the chat. Interprefy would support live interpretation with a live interpreter, while Wordly will offer translation as a transcript to 21 languages. Both options are integrated within your webinars and are available for live and pre-recorded sessions. Now, continuing on to enhancing your webinar experience, live polls and live Q&A is also available during the live sessions. This is, of course, a great way to engage the attendees, ask questions, and of course, capture their feedback instantly. And of course, we did not forget about your sponsors. Pop-up splash ads advertisements work wonders for content or product promotion. If you're launching a new product or service, this is a great way to make your audience aware with the great deals and promotions that are going on. This can, of course, also be used for sponsors, for advertising webinars or live sessions during the event. Giving your sponsors the appreciation that they deserve by mentioning them on our fully customizable sponsor screen is also important. You will be able to divide the sponsors in different categories or tiers, such as gold sponsors, platinum sponsors, feature sponsors, etc. Next, we are now going to move on to gamification elements. Now, the good news is that we are translating all of our web gamifications into the mobile app solution. And Leaderboard is one of our most popular gamification elements, hands down. The feedback we got from our clients is that it makes everybody win. The attendees are active on the platform, collecting points and trying to get that prize. And in return, the organizer has an engaged audience who interacts with the content and actively attends webinars, answers questions, connects with one another, etc. The next gamification is Kahoot, and Kahoot games are a lot of fun. Type in the chat if you had a chance to try Kahoot this year or last year. Gamification is always a great engagement tool for attendees, and of course it will get even better when there is a variety of options, quizzes, and games that the attendees can play with Kahoot. Scavenger hunt or a treasure hunt is a popular feature, which we've also introduced to the mobile app. The idea here is that the attendees are going to go from room to room, trying to find different items, and then at the end of the day, they can win a prize. Their activity can also be tracked in the leaderboard, and this is also a great way to promote your sponsors. You can make the game a bit easier for everyone by leaving a sheet with clues, or just let the attendees know the number of items that they need to find. Live feeds will allow the attendees to connect and interact in real time and to see what is happening in the event in real time. And now, of course, last but not least, for those of you who are looking for something special, You can launch your own fully branded and feature-rich event app on Google App or Apple Play Store with your logo, your brand, and your app. Of course, the beauty of going virtual is that everything is trackable. So we have to touch on our analytics dashboard. With our in-app analytics, you can measure and track all your stats and metrics on the go. So super easy and super simple. Now I will briefly walk you through the enhancements that we are launching towards the end of Q2, so towards the end of June. The first part was covered all the enhancements that have already active and live on the mobile app, and now we are covering something that is coming shortly. Voice calls and video calls. This is one of the most exciting upgrades, hands down, and we will be adding voice calls and video calls to the chat feature directly from the app. The second one is voice notes, super important and super easy to use. Now, how many of you guys prefer sending WhatsApp voice notes over texting? Type in the chat. I know Carlos is a big fan of voice notes, and he was also one of the main advocates to introduce this feature to make the communication easier.
You keep leaving me on red, by the way, but so that's fine.
Not always, though. Now, lastly, we are going to cover the webinar service as well. So we understand that you want to engage your audience as much as possible while running webinars and sessions. And apart from polling, Q&A, and comment features, we are now also introducing surveys directly in the app. The multilingual app interface is coming shortly. We will be launching it by the end of June. And for the time being, we support English interface, but other languages are going to be enabled soon. Attendees will also have the option to check into specific sessions that they're interested in, instead of just having to register for the entire event. Okay, and that leads us towards the end and to your Q&A.
Perfect. So I did saw that there are some important questions here, so I would go to some of those. Why does anyone want the certificate? Well, everyone would like a certificate for a reason, right? You would like to track how the engagement was of your sessions. For example, if the user was finalized the session earlier than later, most likely for educational purposes, but we've seen the really large corporations that incorporate training within the virtual environments that will have and would like to have certificates. That's why we decided to introduce it. Someone asked, Ian, you asked if we can have a test in Kahoot Space. Yes, we do. We can provide you that. Please do contact your account executive at vFairs if you have one. If not, please email us at sales@vfairs.com. We'll be more than glad to give you that option there so you could test it with your event. Michael, yeah, we really love Nescafé too. So kudos to you and for your awesome products. Let's just pick another one. So how multi-language events can be managed via vFairs? Do you offer any interpretation and embedded in the platform? Yeah, Laura did mention that we have Wordly, which is an AI for closed caption in multiple languages. We have Interpretify as well. That Interpretify usually is a third party, which will incorporate, in this case, their own interpreters. You could also include yours as well. And we also have Kudaway as well, with another solution similar to Interpretify that works similar with, pay per hour per interpreter, but both solutions can be embedded within the platform. Let's see, do you want to read a few of these, Laura, if you want?
Yes, I'm just trying to find ones that we didn't get a chance to answer. I know there was one about certifications. The certifications can be customized. And also, yes, they would normally apply for the live sessions, but we can also track the activity during the on-demand period. And if you would like to generate certificates of achievement during the on-demand period for attendees who've completed webinars or sessions, we can also do that.
Yeah, I also see one question about exhibition areas. Yeah, exhibition areas can always be animated within vFairs. Usually the ones that you will see in our portfolio are static, but you can always ask and we could definitely incorporate animation in there if you want.
And I can see another question from Tina. Are all of the enhancements you covered available now? Yes, Tina. So everything that we've covered, both for web solution and for the app, is available now, apart from those Q2 mobile app enhancements, which will be video chats, voice notes, Carlos favorites, and multilingual app interface.
Yeah, I see one from, okay, can one generate a group chat with specific panelists or group admins, thus having a limited number of individuals responding to Q&A? Yeah, that's the purpose of having the ad hoc chat rooms. And now you could easily limit the number of people that will be there. So that's the important part of it.
I would also like to answer the question from Michael with regards to the development on the back end. So yes, Michael, you as the organizer from the admin view, you will have a small widget where you can see the live stats. So for example, how many people registered for your event, how many of them actually logged in on the day, where are they, in which rooms, who is in the lounge, who is in the auditorium, and so forth. And then you can also maybe send them an email blast to the ones that have registered but haven't logged in, just as a reminder.
I have a good one here saying a like functionality for session and posters and stats for likes on the backend. We could definitely incorporate that, Futi. In fact, just to give you some context, vFairs is a platform built for the customer, but it's also built by the customer, right? So a lot of the features that you have seen here in this presentation is because a lot of our customers have brought this need, and we could definitely incorporate that. If your event is upcoming, we could definitely have this. It seems a pretty easy way.
And then we also have a few questions with regards to pricing. So majority of the things that we have presented to you today is already included in the license. The items that came with an additional cost previously, such as the gamification elements, leaderboards, scavenger hunts, or a Kahoot integration, this will still be a paid add-on. But the rest should be included with the license. When it comes to the app is an add-on to your event license, and we offer two solutions, the vFairs standard app, or if you would like to have a completely white label solution.
I have a good question from John Plot about agenda. Can we register to a session and have it saved in our personal agenda? Yeah, you do have that option in the auditorium room where you could register for a session and have it displayed there. You can also collect this information on a registration level externally on your landing page. And then whenever users log in into the event, they will have already the agenda that they built out on registration level. Let's pick a few more. Yeah, so what about accessibility? Sorry, I should have demoed this as well. The accessibility feature covers all the ADA compliant needs, and basically it covers all the global needs as for disability compliance, right? So I could give you a quick rundown on how this actually works. Let me just open here really quick an event so you could see it. So as I am sharing here my screen, you will be able to see that there's a widget that our events will have now. This is free of cost. This is something that we could definitely include in your event, to be compliant. Users will be able to use screen readers. They will be able to modify the contrast as well within the event. And as I mentioned during the presentation, you could also adjust text and spacing as well. There are different other features here. I'll be more than happy to also, at the end of the session, provide you a demo about this, all right? Are these new products at an extra cost? Luis, it depends, right? Some of them are, like, for example, the mobile app enhancement, that is separate. That's like a separate offering that what we have on the vFairs platform. But 80% of these are already part of the roadmap and part of the offering that we have.
And it would also be interesting to see from, or to hear from you guys, what did you like the best? Or is there any, or if you have any suggestions that we maybe didn't cover today that you would like to see in vFairs for your upcoming events, just please type them in the comments and in the chat. we will be sharing this with our development team. And who knows, maybe one of your suggestions can be live next time we have this webinar.
Yeah. So, well, it seems that we've come to the end, Laura.
Yes, looks like that.
Yeah. So, okay, let's get started then. We have 4 $50 Amazon gift cards to give away as a thank you for joining us today. We'll pick 4 attendees at random who are still with us here to win. So I will be announcing the first winner now. So our first winner is going to be Barbara Mori. Congratulations. We'll get a hold of you following the presentation with some details about how to redeem your $50 gift card, all right?
Okay, absolutely. We cannot wrap this up without going through the rewards. And our next winner will be Michael James. Congratulations, Michael. We will also be in touch with you via email with more details following the webcast.
Awesome. All right, time for me to give the third winner. Our third winner is Linda Borkul. I hope I pronounced that correct. If not, please don't forgive me. Congratulations on winning your $50 Amazon gift card, Linda.
Okay, and the drum roll for last but not least, the fourth and our final winner of today's webcast is, drum roll, Michael Schwarke. Schwarke? I'm sorry, I know that I've completely butchered this, but congratulations, Michael, and congratulations to all of the winners. We will be in touch with you by email with more details on how you can redeem your $50 Amazon gift card.
Awesome. Well, folks, this is all for today. We really appreciate your time spent with us and learning our new offerings. If you want to learn more about the new features, feel free to connect with your account executive, your customer success manager, or simply email us at sales@vFairs.com. Okay. We will also make sure to share the recording of this webcast with you. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Lovely to see you. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.